Rangers arrive with a former Reds boss in charge, but just as we were gearing up for the return of Paul Hart, so came more managerial turmoil to leave Mick Harford in control. So Forest will be firm favourites to extend their unbeaten run to 19, to go joint top, and to leave Rangers still searching for a first ever win on this ground. The Forest side then with just that one change, as I say, Perch coming in for Shorey, Lee Camp in goal, the back four, Chris Gunter, Wes Morgan, Kelvin Wilson and James Perch. In midfield, Chris Cohen, Paul McKenna, Raddy Majewski and Paul Anderson, and up front Dexter Blackstock and Rob Earnshaw. The substitutes, Luke Chambers, Lewis McGugan, Dele Adebola, Nathan Tyson, David McGoldrick, Guy Moussi and Paul Smith. So a very strong looking substitutes bench for Forest. And Cohen now looks to switch play. Ambitious ball all the way to the left-hand side. Good ball, though. Anderson chests it down, then back heels to Perch on the overlap. That's got the crowd excited. Then another back heel from Earnshaw to Majewski. Majewski thinks about giving it back to Earnshaw. Instead goes square to Blackstock, trying to turn top of the D. Shoves it out back to McKenna, and the referee has seen a shove on Blackstock, or rather it might have been a tug of the shirt on Blackstock as he was shielding the ball, and Forest have a free kick right on the top of the D, almost dead centre. If anything, it's just to the right-hand side. Cohen might fancy it left-footed. As I say, it's just to the right of centre. It's maybe a yard outside the D. It's 18 minutes played at the City Ground. It is Earnshaw who moves first, chips it into the net, super free kick. Earnshaw has a 9th of the season, and Forest have broken the deadlock. It came, he stretched out his long frame but couldn't reach it, diving away to his left, over the wall, curling away from the goalkeeper. Earnshaw with a classic, and Forest take the lead over Queen's Park Rangers. 18 minutes in at the City Ground. Forest 1, Rangers 0. Quasi now, square for Ledgerwood, who gives it left-hand side to Matt Hill. Forest then 1-0 up here. Rangers lose it. And then Anderson breaks away from Quasi through midfield. It's 3 against 2. Anderson right-hand side for Earnshaw, who's clean through and buries it. Forest 2-0 ahead. 20 minutes played. Earnshaw has a double. 3 against 2 break from the halfway line after they did get the break of the ball through Anderson, and then they did everything right. Anderson just looked up, laid it right into the path of Earnshaw, and from the moment he was running onto it, you fancied him to smash it into the back of the net. Forest 2, Queen's Park Rangers 0, and Forest are looking very, very good at this early stage to join Newcastle at the top of the Championship. Cohen, a bit short of options for once, has to go back to Morgan on halfway. He shoves it forward. Forlan is there to knock it away again, but high up in the sky, hasn't got much distance on it. Helped forward by McKenna, comes out for Majewski to volley, and Akemi knocks it up in the air and then makes the save as the ball comes back down to earth. Cohen 15 yards into the Rangers half, forward now towards Earnshaw's feet, gives it back to Perch. Perch now forward to Majewski's feet. He's 5 yards outside the box and turns it left-hand side for Cohen, who's switched now with Anderson. Here's Majewski once more, giving it back to Cohen again. Majewski goes on the run, nobody went with him. Majewski turns over a cross. Earnshaw is 12 yards out and is bundled over, penalty kick. Gawks with the challenge on Earnshaw, no question about it at all. Rangers surround the referee, there's no question that's a penalty. And now the only question is, who's going to take it? Earnshaw's on a hat-trick. Earnshaw's missed 2 already this season.
Dexter Blackstock's got hold of the ball.
And Dexter Blackstock is the man who's going to take it. Penalty, front of the Trent end. Dexter Blackstock, 31 minutes played. Forest 2-0 up already against Queen's Park Rangers. Here comes Blackstock, left-footed, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Blackstock now has a 9th goal of the season, and Forest have a 3rd goal inside 32 minutes. Earnshaw, the man brought down after scoring the first 2. Blackstock smashes away the penalty. It's Forest 3, Queen's Park Rangers 0. If they get 6, they'll go top of the table tonight. And at this rate, you can see it happening. 3-0. And lofts it forward up towards Blackstock. He's beaten in the air by Connolly, but then Buzaki gives it away straight to Majewski. Majewski turns away from Ledgerwood's challenge. Gives it to McKenna. McKenna goes back to the left-hand side for Perch. Perch into the feet here of Cohen. Cohen, 25 yards out, carries it forward, drifts a shot. Oh, what a great goal from Chris Cohen! I think the goalkeeper got a touch on it, and it still ended up in the net because Cohen smashed it with everything he had. 3 minutes into the the second half. Forest have gone 4-0 ahead. Ikemi got one hand to it, but that hand was not strong enough to keep the ball out. And Forest have a fourth. And the 6-goal target is well within their sights now. Cross coming into the penalty area again from a frame. Headed away well by Wilson. Further away by Chambers. Hill then gives it away, and Majewski forward to Earnshaw, who's onside, but forced wide here. Chasing after the ball. The ball just died for pace, so Earnshaw had to check his stride a bit to keep in possession. Cohen now has it in support down the right-hand side. Now Gunter finding McKenna. He wants to switch it left-hand side and does so to James Perch. Midway inside the Rangers' half. Forward to Tyson. Tyson now for Majewski. Wide left. Gives it to Perch on the overlap. Perch now looking to square it in. It might come here for Cohen. It's cleared off the line. Comes back to Cohen. Square for Earnshaw, who misses his kick. Still driven in by James Perch. Via a deflection. And Perch from a tight angle at the back post has given Forest a 5-0 lead. And the Reds still have 13 minutes to go. Rangers at 6s and 7s again at the back, and it's 6s and 7s the Forest have on their minds here at the City Ground. Perch making his third start of the season, scores the first goal of the season after Cohen had a go cleared off the line, and then Earnshaw completely miskicked in front of goal. It still fell to Perch, and he's rammed it in from a tight angle. It's 5-0, and the chant is "We want 6."